everyone. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm Stacy, and you all know Nickel. I'm Nickel's aunt,
I
Yeah,
know.
and we are going to make a healthy mac and cheese. So I hope everyone has the recipe. And they have, if you don't have gluten-free pasta, it's fine. You can use regular pasta. And before we cook, I hope everybody wash their hands. Nickel and I already washed our hands. So before you cook, make sure you wash your hands. And hopefully everyone's boiling their water, which we're doing right here. So if your water's boiling, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stick the pasta in the boiling water. And remember, that's really, boiling water is really, really hot. So pour it in slowly so the water, so nothing comes and pops up at you. Nickel, you wanna
I'll
pour it
pour
in?
it in
Nickel's gonna
slowly.
pour it in. Okay, and this way, when it's boiling, then we can prep all the other stuff. Because there's broccoli and spinach that has to be chopped. And then if you have a spoon, every few minutes, just stir the pasta. Stir it around, okay? So next, it says we need 4 cups of broccoli florets, which is little broccoli pieces. So what I have is a 4-cup measuring cup, if I can measure it. But if you don't have a 4 cup, a big one like this, most people have a 1 cup. So you can just use that 4 times, because 4 of these equals this, okay? Or if you like a lot of pasta, a lot of broccoli, you can put more. If you don't like broccoli, you don't have to put it in. If there's a different vegetable you like, put that in. So when you find a recipe, if there's an item you don't like, just don't use it. It's no big deal. So Nickel's gonna get, we have some broccoli that I have in the sink that I washed. Make sure,
Both of these.
yeah, do one first, see how much we have. So what I did is I brought some broccoli, see, that was already cut up, organic broccoli. And what I did was I cut off the top and then I cleaned it in here. I just took the faucet, yeah, it's a little wet. So I fill this up with water to clean it, and then I just cut the bottom, and then the water drains out. So now, what happens is sometimes you get some big pieces like this. Can you see it? So we're gonna make them smaller. Nickel, you wanna
Yeah.
cut? So Nickel's gonna cut this into smaller pieces, because in the mac and cheese, you want it smaller. So florets are like this, where it's already cut off the big bunch, but I like it even smaller.
There's one that's small.
Right, so see how Nickel did it?
See this one?
And then we're gonna stick it right in the measuring cup.
This one's too big, so.
Right, so he's gonna cut it any size you like, and then once you cut it, just stick it in the measuring cup until it gets to 4 cups. Or like I said, if you have 1 cup, just put it in there and then just pour it in a bowl. It's no big deal.
Stacy, we're using frozen broccoli florets. Will it take longer to cook, do you think?
Well, yeah, probably, you can probably just thaw it in the microwave real quick. It
Okay,
probably
we
has
just took it out of the bag so we could cut them a little smaller.
Right, but if you have a microwave, it's probably directions to microwave it, because
Okay.
ours isn't cooked.
Right.
I don't think I was supposed to cook it beforehand. That's a good thing. I didn't even, yeah, it doesn't, ours isn't cooked.
Well, this isn't cooked either, it's just frozen.
Right, yeah, so it'll probably be hard when you mix it, so I think I would just microwave it a little bit to
Okay.
thaw it out. Sometimes if you take the bag and run it under hot water.
My broccoli is frozen too.
Okay, so back of it may have directions to microwave it, to thaw it. Do you have a microwave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's big.
You know, cut it
I mean,
off.
am I supposed to like microwave first before cutting?
Wait, I'm sorry, what's that?
Am I supposed to microwave it before cutting then?
Yeah, I'd microwave it because if it's frozen, it's gonna be hard to cut,
Okay.
right? And like, I like cutting off some of our
This one's
pieces.
small.
Yeah, that's good. Some of the stems are long. I don't like the stems as much. I like the floret part, which is this part. So if you have a long piece, you can always cut that part off. Just use a floret is this, just the part that looks like a flower. That's why it's called floret, just the top of it. So I bought broccoli already cut up, but if you use the floret, which has like a long stem, then make sure you cut the stem off and just use the top part.
Wait, where did I put this?
Yeah, if it's too long. All right, so anybody who has frozen broccoli, just thaw it. And if it's warm, it's okay too, because you're gonna heat it up anyway, once you add it in with everything. So if you have your pasta boiling, I would, sometimes what I do, I don't know if you all can see me back here, but be careful, it's hot. If you wanna see if it's ready, sometimes I just take one piece out and I may just touch it and see if it feels soft or hard. If it's hard, then it's not cooked all the way.
How many was that?
Yeah, we can add a little.
How small do the broccoli need to be cut?
How what?
Small, or the size they need to be at?
Really, as you like it, but I would say bite size. So when you put it on a fork, you don't have to cut it. So when it's mixed in the mac and cheese, you want to be able to just scoop it up with your fork and the pasta, and you don't have to be able to cut anything.
Okay.
That makes sense? So you want to take any really big piece like Nichols doing, like this
Yeah.
is probably.
You
So
gotta
he's-
cut it like
Right, so
this.
here, Nichols gonna show you how he's cutting it.
I'm not trying to cut my hand, but I'm trying to cut it so it can go like that.
Right, so he took that one big piece and he cut it into 3 pieces, right?
Make sure you be careful that you don't cut yourself if it's a sharp knife.
Right, so here, why don't you watch Nickel? He's gonna show you how he's cutting it so he doesn't cut his hand. Right. That's great. You see how he's being really careful? He's putting his finger on one side of the broccoli and he's cutting on the other side. So if it's really small, then you don't need to cut it.
Are you leaving soon?
So like I said, this one is big, so he's gonna cut this one. Here, Nick, we'll put him in, you wanna put him in here?
Hi, Joseph.
Okay, here, Nichols gonna cut this one,
What?
right here. You wanna cut a few more? Nichols gonna cut a few more. So here, look, see this one? Here's a good example. See this?
That's too big.
Can you all see the size of that? Does that look like bite size?
Yes.
That, if you can eat this in a bite size, you have a really, really, really big mouth.
No, I can't eat that in bite size.
So this, I'm gonna cut this in a lot of pieces.
A lot.
And this piece you don't want, so he's gonna cut this off and then he's gonna cut this into pieces. This is way, way too big
It's too
for
big.
anybody. All right,
So
and
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
do-
check on the pasta. And here's something else I do sometimes. I take out one piece on my spoon, because when it's in the boiling water, it's really hot, and I run it under water, and then I taste it. Oh, and I think, here, taste a piece. I think our pasta's ready. Anyone else who's boiling, is their pasta ready?
That's pretty good.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna drain mine, but you all just keep checking on your pasta. Nichols gonna keep cutting this. You know what, I cut that off.
Yeah, no, I'm about to
I think
do
if we
it.
use all of this, then we're gonna have 4 cups, I think. And if it's a little more, a little less, it's fine. And then the good thing about this is, be careful, this pot is still hot, but I just want to show you, when we enter everything in, we're still going to use the same pot. So I don't know if you all can see me, but you have to, when the pasta's ready, you have to get, this is called a colander. Do you see it has the holes in it? So when the pasta you think is ready, I did it over, you have to do it over the sink. And you're gonna take your pasta, I already drained mine, and you're gonna pour it in here, and with all these holes, all the water's gonna come through. So then you just have the pasta. Do you see that? So make sure you do that in the sink. So I'm gonna,
Weren't you supposed to add the broccoli partway through?
oh, you're right. Oh, well, our broccoli's gonna
That's the way it is.
need it too. Oh, well. Nicola and I are gonna have some raw broccoli in ours, or we can stick it in the microwave. You're right. I forgot. But what I could do is boil a little water since the pot's so cold. Oh, I didn't read the directions properly.
This is the beauty of cooking, though. There's always a way to make it work.
Yeah,
and,
you know
save
what?
your ingredients.
You're right.
Bye-bye.
That was one of the things I should have said. You should always read the directions first, which I did, and I didn't even understand them properly. I was probably doing something else at the same time. Okay, okay. Nicole, you want to take, you're right. So you're supposed to, when your pasta is almost ready, you're gonna add the broccoli in with the boiling water, so it softens a little bit, which I forgot to do. Is there a microwave in here, Ben?
There is not.
Oh, we don't have a microwave. Okay, otherwise I was gonna stick it in the microwave, but it's okay. I
And
like,
you should guys get a microwave then. That would be a good idea then.
yeah, you're right. So our broccoli is gonna be, when it's not cooked, it's called raw. So the broccoli in our mac and cheese is gonna be raw because I didn't read the directions properly.
I'm sorry. My name is Danielle.
With these things.
She can't follow directions.
I know.
Excuse me.
I actually did read them and I didn't
I
comprehend
know.
them.
And I don't read any directions before I cook, which is why I'm not doing cooking with Julian, by the way.
I'm sorry I'm late. I just got here, but I am cooking today.
Great.
Sorry. So what did I miss?
You have to boil the water and cook your pasta.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're doing it over the stove, not baking it.
Yeah, over the stove.
Okay.
So dumb, I gotta clean off my my cutting board. Some other stuff on here, the spinach. So I'm gonna go just put this in the trash.
I do that sometimes, well, I'll put it in a part of the thing.
Okay, and let's see if I can follow directions.
Dick's mom's helping him. Dick's mom's helping him. That's not fair. Can't do that. Can you talk to her, please?
Okay, we're gonna add our butter to the pot. That's on the stove. I'm gonna turn it down a lot. You don't want it so hot because you don't want your butter to burn. So if it was on high, so your water boiled, make sure you turn it down a little bit. So here is, and normally what's so great when you have a stick of butter, it will tell you, we need 1 tablespoon and it'll measure right on here, right on the stick of butter. If you have a tub of butter, then you just take a measuring spoon and just scoop it out for the tablespoon. Right, do you have a stick of butter? I see she has a stick of butter. So do you see where it says 1 tablespoon? I'm just gonna cut it, even right with the paper on it. And I'm gonna put that in the pot. Okay? So everybody put their butter, you've emptied your pasta, if your pasta's done, and it's sitting in the colander. And you're gonna put your butter into the pot. Okay, and now we're gonna add the butter, the milk. Let me get my milk from the fridge. I'm using almond milk. And it says 1 cup. All right, so I'm gonna shake it. And I'm gonna use 1 cup of almond milk. So I'm gonna add the 1 cup of almond milk back into the pot with the butter that should be melting. Okay, and I'm gonna stir that a little. And a little salt, a little pepper, if you like it. So if you like, I like a little salt, I don't like too much pepper. What I do sometimes, because my husband likes a lot of pepper.
To
So,
Gary.
yeah, so, come in next, they can see you. So what I do sometimes when I cook is I just put a little bit, and then when everybody puts their own in the bowl, they can add more salt, or they can add more pepper, or like my son likes his spicy, so he likes crushed red pepper. So you can add any seasoning you want in it, but I just add a little bit. When I cook, I just add the bare minimum of salt and pepper, and then everybody can add more to their own bowl. Does that make sense? Because someone may like a lot of pepper and someone may like a little bit. So we're just gonna put a little bit of this in here. All right, you wanna stir that?
Yeah.
All right, Nicole's
Wait,
gonna
is there
stir it.
salt in there too?
What?
Yeah, I see salt.
Okay, you're gonna stir that. All right, and then it says, once the butter is melted, we're gonna add in the drained pasta. So Nicole, you wanna take the pasta from the colander that's in the
Should I take
sink?
this out first?
That's okay, because you're gonna stir it in. So Nicole, can you all see? So Nicole's gonna take the pasta that, remember, we drained, put it in there.
Wait, how long does it take to how long does it take to boil the water?
You know what it takes, depending on your stove, maybe 8 to 10 minutes for the water to boil, and then you have to put the pasta in, and it may take like another 8 minutes.
I'm sorry, I came so late.
That's okay. Okay, so remember,
Stacy, keep mixing this until
yep,
it gets.
Nicole's gonna keep mixing it. And then we're gonna add in the broccoli, which was supposed to be cooked, that we made a mistake and didn't. So ours is gonna be raw, but that's okay. So we may just not add as much pasta, as much broccoli, because when you cook it, it's softer and doesn't seem to take up as much space. So we're gonna add probably half of this, only because ours is uncooked, okay? Everybody understand what we're doing? Anybody have any questions so far?
Should we add that?
Okay, yep, so we're gonna add some broccoli that we forgot to cook. Oh, well.
Oh, well, that's fine. Oh, still be good.
Yeah. So mix that up. Nicole's gonna mix it up.
I think Jessica Huizinga has a question.
What's your question?
I'm sorry. My name is Jessica. Is this mac and cheese serve one serving or two servings for the
Yeah,
experience?
it says on the recipe 4.
4. Okay, thank you. I want to make sure.
Yeah, I guess it depends how much you eat or how much you like it, right? So-
Yeah, I have a family here, but if it's a 4, that'd be great. Thank you.
All right, so next we're gonna add, this is called laughing cow cheese. We actually have this all the time in my house. We love this. It's
You
a
do?
triangle, yep, and it's very soft. So like my son likes it on sandwiches. He
Good
spreads
boy.
it and it's cheese, but it kind of is a little bit like a cream cheese. You can spread it on a sandwich. So it says to add 1 laughing cow cheese. So we're gonna take 1 laughing cow, we're gonna put it in, and Nicole's gonna mix it.
What type of cheese? Like said cheese.
Yeah, here, so mix it up and it should melt right in there.
I banged it a little. so
That's okay. What?
I
Okay.
put it- I put
So
my
Nicole's
finger on
mixing it. Okay. And we're gonna also add, we have shredded cheese. Okay, so this calls for cheddar, which normally is what's in mac and cheese. But if you like some cheddar, some mozzarella, that's fine. You can add any cheeses you like. The thing about when you cook and you're using a recipe, if there's something, if you don't like broccoli,
Great question. It doesn't say how much salt and pepper. Do you know how much?
you know what, like I said, if you have something like this,
It's a,
you just twist it a little bit, just a little bit. Because when I cook personally, I rather have a little, not too much, because you can always add. But if you
Okay.
take it off. So you can always just put a little bit, and then when you put it in your bowl to eat it, you can always add more. Because like I said, I don't like a lot of pepper, but my husband likes a lot. So I just put a little bit of pepper. I just twist it like twice. And then he puts more pepper in his. But if I put too much pepper in mine, then I don't want to eat it.
Until wilted.
That's why I just do a little bit. Does that answer your question? So just do a tiny bit, especially salt. You don't want it too salty. All right, so-
should I add that in the
yeah, so,
cheese?
yep, so now we're gonna add, it says 1.5 cups. So we're using shredded cheddar cheese, okay? So I'm gonna do it twice. I'm gonna fill it up for 1 cup. And then I'm gonna do half a cup. All right, here. Yep, Nicole's gonna add it in. Fun and easier when you have someone helping you, because one can do one and one can do the other, right? But it's so fun when like COVID's over, it'll be so fun that you all can come and cook in Poppy's Boy Kitchen or in someone's apartment. That'll be so fun.
Wait, I have a question. How big is the kitchen there at Main Street?
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
How big is Poppy's kitchen?
It's big. A lot of you can come.
So wait, so how many people can fit in there if you do that in person?
Oh, to have dinner? A lot. Sit here.
Well, if you look at, I don't know if you guys can see my screen right now.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I would love to be in person with you guys. Hey Siri! Hi Julian.
Melting.
Wait, Julian, are you coming tonight?
Yes, that's why I'm actually leaving to go home so I can get on for tonight.
All right, well, bye, Julian.
Are you gonna be there?
Yes, sir, I will.
Good, it's gonna be really interesting. If anybody else wants to join us tonight at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll be eating my mac and cheese and do.
That's awesome, Danielle. I'll probably eat the mac and cheese that Stacy and Nickel are making.
Miss Copeland, I like everybody's mask that you guys are wearing.
Mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, my old high school just
That looks great.
my old high school just came out with new mask, and they said people who graduated, they come back to visit, I can get one.
Great. You know what? I may even add a little more broccoli in ours. It looks so good.
Heather, yours looks so good also, and the one here smells amazing. What's up, Patrick? Do you have a question?
Yes, I got a question.
Oh, go ahead, Elias. Yeah, go ahead, Elias. Go ahead.
After the pasta and broccoli, maybe not says in directions. My question is, what part of the laughing cow spreadable cheese do you put in the pot?
In the pot. You put a whole one.
One triangle.
One triangle. But when you buy it, it comes in a container like this. And it has 8 triangles.
I got it.
So just take one and it has like.
I will once I finish cooking the other ones.
Huh?
Once I finish cooking the others.
Once you finish cooking-
And also one other thing, can it be any milk?
And then you're gonna put this,
Yeah, you can use any milk, yes.
yeah. Any milk. If you're lactose free, you can use lactose free milk. You can use, I use almond milk, soy milk, anything you like.
Ours is going to be very cheesy because we ended up doing the entire thing of Laughing Cow instead of just one wedge.
That'll be
All right,
delicious.
good, better. So you
Yeah,
did
that's good to know.
broccoli wrong, but it's all good. It's all gonna taste
Well,
good. That's
We'll have,
that's
to see,
cooking.
we'll have to see whose one was the best. We'll have to compare notes
Definitely the
after.
cheesier. Definitely cheesier always wins.
Patrick, did you have a question, Patrick?
Yes.
What's your
Yeah.
question?
And I got a broccoli, and a bars, and I got a cow, I got a cheese,
Mhm.
and I got a college, kind of cheese, some cheese, and I got, and I got, and that's the chip, and sour cream, and I got salsa, and macaroni,
Yep.
and I got and next year, baby, it's Super Bowl, next year, and I got in a bars, finish, yeah. My cousin, he needs a finish a bus, right?
Yes, I believe, I didn't catch all of that, Patrick, but it sounds like you got all those ingredients correct, I think.
Yeah, and when I say recipe, if it is a job in a box.
Yes, yes, you transfer it into the pot. That's right. Thank you. And Jessica, I see-
Yeah, I done it. A box, I see. And what is that?
Yeah,
Sure.
one second,
Is that a
Patrick.
box?
We're gonna go back over to Stacy for one second.
Imagine.
1 second. Thank you. Go ahead, Stacy.
Okay, sorry, let me just so you see.
What's the texture of the milk or this pasta need to be at?
Wait, I'm sorry, say that again.
What's the texture of the pasta so I know that it's ready?
It should just be soft. Like I said, when I take it, put it in the
Okay.
soft. So when you eat pasta, I always test one piece and just see if it's, some people like it a little crunchier. That's called al dente. Some people like it softer. So whoever you like it, just make sure it's cooked so it's not raw. You know? So then it says to add in a little spinach. You can help me. So what I do to chop it, you know what I do with spinach? I just take it. This is how I chop my spinach. I take it and I just, it's so soft. I just take a bunch and I just rip it. Make it big or small. Here, Nicholas, gonna try some too. Not as hot. I just take a whole bunch of spinach and I just rip it and put it in the pot. And I think that's way easier than chopping it, breaking it right like that. I even do that when I'm making a salad. I just rip it up. And then put a,
I like a finish. I like it.
huh?
And my question is I like a finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I finish.
Dead.
I like a finish.
You're all finished?
I'm
Yeah,
using
and I
arugula.
like a finish.
I'm using
Yeah.
arugula instead of spinach.
Finish.
Hey, Nick, did you finish it?
I'm
Yeah, I
using
like it.
arugula instead of spinach.
I like it.
Wait, Nick, what'd you use again?
Arugula instead of spinach.
Yakamaka. Yeah,
Nice.
you're right. Yes.
Wait, Nick, where's your mom? Is your mama helping you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Miss Ellen.
Yeah.
But here, let's see if we can get something. Everyone here, we can
Ian, ready.
test it.
Yeah.
Get better than any like. cups of milk, put it in the cup.
I looked up there back there.
Ben, I made mine.
How is it?
This is what it looks like.
Wow, that looks great. Did you try
Wow.
Excuse me.
No, I haven't
You're
tried
awesome.
Nico.
I have a question. My question is, what's the texture of the broccoli, hard or soft when I cook it?
to be soft? So Heather did it right, and she put hers in the water, and hers is soft. Mine is hard because I did it wrong. I did not put it in the water, but it's all good. So it should be a little soft, but if it's not, that's fine.
Okay, maybe a little more.
Jessica, did you have a question, Jessica?
Yeah, tell me if it's good.
I got a comment, a very quick comment.
Wait, are there some
Go ahead,
forks?
Jessica.
Oh, yeah,
Forks, I
four,
forgot.
six.
I got a very good comment for you guys. Exactly from here, Nicole is so smart at things like cooking. I'm very happy about it.
Hey, Nico, can you cook for me sometime, please?
Nicole is a great cook.
Sure.
I've cooked with
When
Nicole.
we see each other, we can cook together, okay?
Yeah, that's it, man.
Here, Nicole's gonna taste it. Tell me how it is. And like I said, when you cook it, here, you use that fork. I'll just use this. We don't have a lot of forks here. I'm gonna use my
Thank you.
tablespoon.
And that's for my brother, right?
What do you have in the bowl?
This is
Oh, you're
delicious.
eating it.
Great.
Never.
Oh, it's good.
Really good.
Wow.
With all
And
the
I
laughing,
like,
right?
What?
yeah. And I like finish.
Laughing cow wedges.
And I like, and I got the cheese. I have it. I have on my mom's house.
Have what?
Yeah, my mom, I like a car. Is cheese. My mom, I have it.
Mom has it?
yeah, I have a mama house.
Oh,
at your mom's
awesome.
house? Okay.
Yes, I go to Rockford.
And
Really
that,
good,
that
right?
reminds me,
Yeah.
everybody can, if you want to send us pictures, certainly do that. But also if you want right now, if you've made your mac and cheese, you
Sure.
want to spotlight your video, we would
Oh,
like
yeah,
to made.
yeah, my dad,
Let me remove this.
yeah, my dad's my dad.
Broccoli. right?
Heather and Eileen, do you want some spotlight you? Here we go. Let's see what you guys have. Oh, that looks good.
Wow.
Extra.
Delicious.
I love it.
Wow, Heather, wow. And that's really good, Heather.
Who else is done making their mac and cheese and wants to show it off? A lot of cooks today.
You know
Oh,
what else?
Faith, I see you. 1 second, Faith.
Yes.
Spotlight you. Oh, that looks
Wow.
really good.
Okay, guys, wow.
Awesome. Thanks,
Yeah,
Faith.
okay, guys.
What's up, Jessica?
I want to say something to you too, actually, in Main Street in the kitchen. Actually, your son is excellent at these cooking. I'm very proud of him in a moment.
Nicole, yeah, Nicole did a great job today.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I know him pretty well from my parents, so.
A lot of chefs on the call tonight. It was fantastic.
And do you want me to tell you another mac and cheese trick
Oh.
that I love doing? If you like mac and cheese for this, or really any sort of pasta,
Oh, good.
if you take it and put it in a pan that goes in the oven, and you put a little bit of breadcrumbs on top and bake it, excellent. It just gives it a little crunch on top.
How long do you bake it?
You know what, actually, I take it already, cooked like this, put it in a pan, and I like to put it in oil just for like 2-3 minutes, and it sort of browns it.
Okay.
Like it crunchy. Mix the breadcrumbs with the little Parmesan cheese, put it on top, and when for those of you who don't know, broil is really, really high heat, and you put the pan close, it's the
Close
top.
to the broiler, yeah.
Does the broccoli need to be crunchy or soft?
Broccoli can be either way. Like I said, my broccoli is hard, is crunchy because we forgot to put it in the water. Did it right, and hers is soft, but it's really good either way. Heather, you like your soft, right? It's good?
Yeah.
But mine is hard and we love it.
Yeah, and then how did you,
So,
and I got, and my mom, and I like it, and then mac and cheese, oh, my mom, I have it, mama house, and then mac, yeah, yes.
Hey, Ben.
And then mac and me.
Ben.
Yeah, guys, and mac and cheese, I like it, and guys, and mama house, and I like and cheese, and my mom, cooking, mama house, and they, hey, guys, shop, my mom, amazing, cook, amazing.
I don't know how anybody doesn't like mac and cheese. I
Mm.
don't know. It's
And Mrs. Sauce.
very hard to not make.
Hi,
it.
Heather. Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
Hey, Heather.
Awesome.
And
I got
Hey,
it.
Heather.
Hi, Elena.
Are you in your apartment?
Ashley.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Mhm.
Because I can't wait to go in my apartment in April
All right.
oh, yeah,
as well.
that's
Guys,
cool.
thank you all so much for joining us tonight. If you have photos, you can always send them our way. And if you have ideas for recipes that you want to make in the future, or if you want to help host a Cook with Main Street, we would love to have you.